Greetings friends, today I want to give you a quick rundown of this wicked brick display case with my super heavy tank inside. I've been waiting for ages for it to finally come, so I'm going to do a quick review of that. I'm also going to tell you how you can now grab the Blood Angels Commander Mephiston t-shirt, so here it is. So let's get into a bit of a random video, but I hope you enjoy it. So I have this video playing at about 500% speed. So I think it took about 8 minutes in this fast forward to assemble this stuff. So expect just over half an hour. So I did buy the large display case, and I also did buy the little plaque for Blood Angels. The instructions were actually pretty bad, but actually when you got down to it, it was actually pretty easy to make. So I hate it when you get instructions that have like no words on them, just some pictures, and they were really unclear, but actually making it was very, very easy. So the only part that I had actually a problem with is I struggled to peel the perspex. So you can see I've added my wife to the shot. She is going to peel all the perspex with her long female nails. So she peeled these little felt things that we put on the base to start it all off. And then once you've got it peeled, that's when it actually said on the instructions every single part had like film on both sides of the perspex, but that was a lie because some of the parts didn't have foam or didn't need peeled on both sides. So once we actually started going, I got my wife to help me peel all this stuff. I could start it for the life of me. So embarrassingly, but yes, got the wife in to help out with that. So the start was the Warhammer bit, and that definitely only had the protective film on the side with the graphic. And it didn't fit totally flush at this point, so I was a little bit confused. Now the reason it doesn't fit totally flush, and again they don't tell you this in the instructions, is when you put the felt down at the very end, the felt slides under that back bit and makes it flush. So that's so not obvious. It makes you honestly think that the back bit is like curved or hasn't been manufactured properly until the very last step, and you have no real knowledge about that. So after that, basically, you have to put a little metal cube on all the corners, right? This metal cube is actually magnetic, which will magnetic it to the base plate that you have up there. So it doesn't really matter. All you need to be aware of is you're going to have to attach other perspex sides to these. So you basically just need to make sure as you attach all four of them, look at my handy wife peeling all this perspex. Very, very handy. So we got the four corners on, and then you can see straight away it magnetizes. And when you put on the front panel, it's the exact same thing. You're going to put the four corners on, so it's going to be magnetized. So once you've got that back panel on, you want to do the both sides, and they're just going to screw in. Like it's pretty easy. It kind of shows you that there's one bit where it's like cut or edged. So you want the edging on the outside, and then you just need a couple of screws. You're going to attach it. So this, I think once you get going like this, there's nothing to it. I would say it's actually pretty easy to assemble. Maybe if the instructions had been a bit clearer, it would have taken like sub 30 minutes. So then I just have to attach both sides. And the reason that I bought this, like I saw them advertise it on Games Workshop that Wicked Brick had display stands. Well, I tidied up my office maybe a few weeks ago and I had some shelf space behind me. I don't know if I'm still going to have shelf space now that I'm winning all these GTs and I've got new medals and stuff. But yeah, so I've been wanting for a while something to do with all my models got legends. I have them all sitting in cardboard boxes. I really didn't want to throw them out. I spent a lot of time painting them, but at the same time I'm pretty sad that I can't use them for anything anymore. So I thought this would actually give me a cool backdrop for my stream or for any of my live videos, that I have a nice looking display case that only takes up one of the shelves behind me because space in this room is a premium. You can see me attaching the four little corner bits on both sides of the long perspex here. And this way I can put... and I bought the biggest one because I wanted to fit my super heavy falchion tank in there. I actually have a second super heavy tank, but I figured maybe that's for the future. It's actually not finished painting, and I don't know if it's ever going to get finished painting now, because I mean, I'd like to, but I really only focus on painting things for a competitive standpoint, right? So again, at that point, you just, like, it's literally 2 screws to put on the side. The little bit's magnetized to the base, so it's super easy to do. You can see how quickly you could put the screws in. Very, very simple. So I mean, the hardest thing for me was peeling peeling the protective sheets. Oh, we just had a crack. I'm going to have to censor that. No one wants to see that. Okay, and then the top sheet was, it's actually, you don't screw it on the top. It's just, again, the top sheet is magnetized so that you can basically lift the top off and put it back on. So you can open it up, put your models inside it. So that was the complete case, but I'd forgotten to put in the felt, as you can see. But just before we do the case, I'm going to do the tiny little Blood Angel display plaque. It's very small, actually. I mean, considering it costs like $10, you might expect it to be a little bit bigger. You're going to see the final display case just here in a second. So at this point, this is when I realized that, like, I need to put the foam in. And like I said, the foam will slide under that back panel. There's like a couple of places you just need to push it down, put in your little Blood Angels display plaque, and then here we are, putting it onto the shelf. So now we've got to fill it. And I have plenty of Legends models to fill it. That's kind of the sad thing. So we're going to start with the falchion, super heavy tank. Try and figure out like a central. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to fit on that middle shelf behind me. I wanted to make sure it would fit like larger models, like the falchion, like Leviathan dreadnoughts, whatever may end up in here. But yes, for the moment, it's basically Leviathan dreadnoughts, the falchion, the attack bikes, my characters on bikes, the Terrax siege drill, the Commander Dante that has been replaced by the Primaris version, 2 Contemptor dreadnoughts, one with like Volcons, one with well, I actually have all the magnetized, but the drill was always good on the Contemptor dreadnoughts, right? And the only thing that is annoying about this footage is it's actually kind of glary in the video. Like, you can see the glare from the lighting in the room. Obviously, I have a lot of lights on in the room when I'm filming because you want to be able to see everything. But the most important or most annoying part of it, I suppose, was the fact that it's really hard to take a photo of this in good light without the glare, but you really don't see the glare when you're looking at it in real life. I need to give a little shout out to a few of the Legends models that didn't make it in. The Ironclad Dreadnought, one of my Land Speeders, and a Vindicator Laser Destroyer. There was a 4th model, and I suppose there's a 5th as well, and I had another Land Speeder, and I have another super heavy tank that were even less painted than these guys. But unfortunately, they didn't make the cut. So this is what it stands as now. I think it looks pretty cool. So I guess you can see how many models the large box can hold. I maybe could rejig there and fit like the Land Speeder in as well, but I couldn't fit in much more than that. So that's how it looks. I think it's pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. The price was obviously like $95. It did take 9 weeks to ship. And I bet that's the one bit that's maybe a bit of a negative overall about the whole experience. So thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you would like to grab one of these t-shirts for yourself, or a t-shirt with the Blood Angels Commander logo in it, the link will be in the video description. The store is now open, so indulge if you want to. Thank you to everyone that supports the channel. I know this has been a bit of a quieter week. We're hoping to get back to live battle reports next week. In the interim, I'll maybe catch you guys while I'm painting said Outriders, and leave a like or do some of the YouTube stuff. Catch you in the next video. Peace.